Hello everybody, Vincent St. Louis here. Hey, I just want to shoot this little video. I have an apple tree in my backyard, which is actually, let me spin around here, right here behind me. It's starting to bud, and every year the apple worms were just devastating my apples. I'd get hundreds of apples on my tree and they'd all just fall off after being about the size of a golf ball. Or, you know, some of them would make it to maturity and they'd just be riddled with worms, which is fine with me. We're pretty organic over here. Everything we do is organic and natural. We do our own compost. You can see I'm actually standing in the garden right here. There's our new garden. We're starting to get going. But anyways, the reason I wanted to shoot this video is the apple worms, I couldn't find anything that was all natural that would help them. So last spring I went out and I realized that there are the worms when they come out. If you can see right here, see the little dots, the little bubbles, they look like almost like ladybugs, but with here's some more. They look like ladybugs that, you know, without dots, and they're all over. And so last year I went out here and I spent probably 3 weeks coming out every day, and I would find these things and you just squeeze them. Here, let me see if I can show you this. You just squeeze them and they pop, and it's kind of gross. You like get guts everywhere. See if you can see that. But that's the natural way to kill them, is basically that's what I did. I just come out here, and so the only side of the plant that has them left this year is a couple of branches in here that you saw, that one down there that's pretty infested with them. But so every year I come out here. So last year we had hundreds of apples because I was able to get these things in the spring, right at flowering time, when they start coming out of the bark. What happens is in the apple worms, they actually hide out in the bark of the tree, and then they come out every spring, and this is kind of the larval stage, and then they move into your apples. And so if you don't want to spray, you don't want to use chemicals, then you got to spend a little time. But the thing is that this year I've got maybe 8 spots on the whole tree that have these bugs, and the rest of the tree is completely rid of the bugs. So I've only had, you know, I spent one spring, last spring, a lot of effort to smash all these, and did a lot of, you know, if you don't like getting the guts on your hands, and get the plastic gloves, vinyl gloves or whatever. That's what I did because there were so many of them. And then, but this year I don't have that many spots, and I'm assuming that next year will be even less. So if you got apple bugs or you got apple worms and you were looking for a natural way to rid your garden, your tree of those worms, go out there in the spring, squeeze those little bubbles, and get rid of them all, and you'll have a wonderful, delicious crop of apples the next spring, or maybe even this spring. So hope you have a blessed day. Share it, like and share this video if it helped you out.